Hello everybody, Jason Basin here. I just got the shocking news that Jock McDonald, singer of the Bollock Brothers, the legendary Bollock Brothers, has died. The first article I saw from someone was talking about Maria, his daughter, and I thought it was his daughter that was dead, but then I saw it was a picture of him, and then I saw further on Facebook, and Jock has left the building, but I'm sure he will be at the right hands of Jesus. I was a big fan of Jock. Jock was a good friend of me. Every time when I found on a record fair record of the Bollock Brothers, I sent the pictures of that album to him. I said, Jock, see here what I found. The last time this year was the Tales of Nostradamus that I found, and I sent it to Jock. So after Ozzy, a big metal god, after George Coyman's a big rock god, now Jock McDonald, a big new wave god, has left us. But I keep and will cherish all the good memories of Jock in my heart, and I think he says that also to us, remember me and remember the good times that we all had together at concerts or when you talk to me. That will Jock say. So I will tell you about Jock and also the music. Of course, a little story here in memoriam of Jock McDonald. So I was new waver from 83 on. Then I listened to Radio Ter Heide, and the first track that I heard of the Bollock Brothers, and I was blown away by that track, was this one, Horror Movies. I could buy this 7-inch with some luck. A buyer that would buy this from a seller, he didn't show up, and when I was there for looking at his records, he said, I have also this one, do you want to buy it? I said, yes, I would like to buy it. So Horror Movies, that was the first track I heard of the Bollock Brothers, and I was blown away. And a good friend of me, he had this album, the Bollock Brothers, so live, also with live performances at the Seaside Festival in 1983. I could not be there because my father forbid me to go there. I was 15 years old. I may not go there. So the Bollock Brothers, they were played on the radio station. There was The Bunker. This was also one of my first vinyls I had of the Bollock Brothers. I found this fantastic, The Bunker. And they played also other tracks of the Bollock Brothers, The Last Supper, also Horror Movies, of course. And this is and was and is my favorite Bollock Brothers record, The Last Supper. On this one, Horror Movies, Enchantment, fantastic, Reincarnation of, Save Our Souls, Face in the Mirror, The Last Supper, The Act Became Real, and The Gift to, a cover of a track of the Velvet Underground, the Bollock Brothers. Certainly a record, when you like rock with electronics, you must have this record. This was also one of the first records I had. The slow removal of Vincent van Gogh's left ear. So I will tell you now more about the Bollock Brothers and Jock McDonald. So I was always a big fan in the 80s, also when they had their hits, Harley David, you know that hit. I have always followed them in the 80s. Afterwards I didn't follow them, I was into other music and that, and then I saw on Facebook in 2014 they came to Belgium to do some shows, and so I went to the show in the St. George's in 2014. I think it was September or October, and it started with a guy who played the bagpipes. It was fantastic, very good show. And on that show I bought this very nice album, Last Will and Testament, of the Bollock Brothers. It comes on really nice blue vinyl, and I've always had an obsession for Jock, because Jock, he is also a believer in Jesus and God like me, but he has also interest, he has also a fascination for all those things from the East, from fables, from like Dracula, all things, themes from horror movies and from legends like Nostradamus and the Dead Sea Rolls, all those mysterious things that interest. I have also interest in that. So Jock has always had a fascination. What will be the next thing he will be talking about? Or when you see on his Facebook profile, you see he visited a lot churches. He took photographs with holy people from the church, so saints, with saints. And here it was also here in memory of the big one, Mark Humphrey. I think he was an organ player in the Bollock Brothers. Here the guitar player, he left us also some years ago, also a shock for everyone. And now, unbelievable, is Jock has left us all in the week, same week, all in the same, in a week. We lost Ozzy, George, and now Jock. It's so sad, but he says to us, enjoy life. Like Jock, he liked a good glass of red wine that I saw on the second concert that I went. That was in the Gasolina in Waregem, very little place. A lot of bands would refuse to play there, but the Bollock Brothers and also Jock are humble. They were happy to have a concert, even if it was in a little place. That makes me also a big fan. When I then talked to Jock, he was really a simple man. You could talk to him, he would answer. You understand, much stars who are even less star than him would be very arrogant, but Jock was not like that. He was really a good man, really with a good heart, and that he will find a good place at the side of Jesus. So in the Gasolina, when I went into the Gasolina, he was drinking. He was after the bar, and he drank a good red wine in a big wine glass. Still see it for me. There was also Patrick, the drummer. I gave Patrick, I think, a beer, and I think on the first concert in St. George's, there I talked to Patrick, I think, in the just Patrick. And Patrick also a very nice man, also friendly, no dick and neck, as they say. I think much people who get to know the Bollock Brothers better, it's why they also love the Bollock Brothers. They don't put themselves higher than the normal man. They stay also humble, let's say. I'll show you in the meantime some records, other records that I have here. Highlight of the Bollock Brothers. I will put off the plastic, the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This were here on tracks I like a lot, King Rod, and Woke Up This Morning and Found Myself Dead. Well, this day was like that for Jock. He woke up and he found himself dead. On this one also Legend of the Snake, and of course the song, I didn't know it was a cover in the beginning. I thought it was an original song of the Bollock Brothers, but Faith Healer, it's of course of the sensational Mick Harvey band, really, and it's really perfect for Jock. He sings it so perfect. Let me put my hands on you, let me put my hands on you. Well, he puts his hands on us people, friends. I send a lot of courage to his family, to his daughter Maria, also to his son. We must keep up the good vibes, we must remember him each day, and we must play the music. And the Bollock Brothers, now it's a big question, who will, what's gonna be, are we going on, or the Bollock Brothers go on with another singer? I think Jock would like that. I think that the Bollock Brothers would go on. It's such a good and nice group, the Bollock Brothers, that must go on as long as possible. I think he would agree with me. The Bollock Brothers, very nice. Then this one, the last years also I found this very nice album, the Bollock Brothers Live, because the Bollock Brothers, in fact, it's a live band, you must see them live. And then here they open with Woke Up This Morning and Found Myself Dead. Then Drags Back was, here you see the maxi I could find. I will show it more to you here. We see Jock in the middle, and it's a live band, the Bollock Brothers. They do Drags Back here, 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, very nice live. They do Midnight Moses, Rock and Roll, Count Dracula, Where's Your Trousers, King Rod, and Faith Healer, the Bollock Brothers. This is an early photo here with a young Patrick Patin. Really good. I think it's 1986, this one, the Bollock Brothers. And here we have that Faith Healer maxi that I have. I hope you can see it here, because it's a bit dark. I have only one lamp here. And then of course their big hit, Harley David. Jock, when he got on stage, he had something, he has, how do you call that? He has charisma. So a man with a lot of charisma. When they went on stage, everyone was ears and eyes to hear him talk, to hear him sing. And he would sing fantastic. All those nice songs. We will miss you, Jock. We will miss you a lot. We will miss you a lot. What will become now of the Bollock Brothers? I think, guys, you must go on, and someone of you can take maybe in the beginning a bit the vocals. I know Patrick did already the vocals of Beats of Love, but he can maybe do now some Bollock Brothers vocals, some vocals of the Bollock Brothers numbers. Here another one, The Prince Loves the Showgirl. Here Marilyn Monroe. And here Prince Andrew and that actress Go Stark. And then Jock I know he was working on a book. Is that already ready or not? But on his memoirs, maybe he felt a bit that it was nearly his end. It's possible. And I know this football game between the stars, that's something in Jock's mind, that was always in Jock's mind. He cherished those memories of the football teams. In that football team there was Steve Jones, people of Steve Jones and other ones. Billy Idol was there also. I think from Tin Lizzy was even there. Geordie, Youths from Killing Joke, Billy Idol. We was there also Arthur Mullert and guests, also so people from the Sex Pistols. As you know or not know, Jock was the club owner of Club, how was it called, 21 or 51, Club 21 I think, and there he saw a lot of artists coming. I think all the artists of that moment came there. I think also in the early 80s, is it not like that also? Spandau Ballet or Steve Strange, I think so. A lot of Jock came in contact also with people of the Sex Pistols, and I'm sure the Sex Pistols inspired him to make music himself, because the first album of the Bollock Brothers, I don't have it, but I want to find it this year, is never mind the Sex Pistols, here are the Bollock Brothers. Here's the Bollock Brothers, where they do the complete Never Mind the Bollocks album of the Sex Pistols. They cover it completely. I heard it in the past, I think at the radio station Katanga, they had that album, and I've played or heard some of those versions, and it was good, well done. One version better than the other, but overall very good. Then I show you two last records that I found also on record fairs. This one I found on the record fair in Tor Genk. Watch my video of Tor Genk, there you see I found this one, the Dead Sea Scrolls. I was very happy with this find, and I showed it also. I sent it to Jock. Hey, see what I found there, man. Really wonderful, really an album you don't find every day. And then this year in Heist op den Berg, I go there every year. Check my trip to Heist op den Berg 2025. This year I found this one for 10 euros, the Prophecies of Nostradamus. Look at that. I saw it. I came on at the fair. I came on a turn, and in that turn there were two cardboards full of records. I begin to see nothing interesting, and then bam, the Bollock Brothers. I said an album. I say it's not possible, such a nice album. And yeah, it was that album. On this one we have Magic Carpet Ride, Calendar of Visions, Brigitte Bardot. We have Ceremony. We have Heartbreaker, The Prophecies of Nostradamus, God Created Woman, and The Beast is Calling. I think God Created Woman was a 12-inch of this album. So really, again, that mysterious thing of Nostradamus. Jock was all interested in all those mysteries. Also the Last Supper, Leonardo da Vinci there. Did Jesus had a girlfriend? I think so, Maria Magdalena, but it was all kept quiet in the Catholic Church, because they wanted that Jesus was only alone, and but he had a girlfriend. I think that also in the film. Oh, Tina want to go here, but there is no place. I make some place for her. So Tina, yeah, there is some little bits of salami also for her. She eats the rest there. So yeah, Jock McDonald. Oh, my foot was a bit stuck here. So I said immediately I planned to do, because I did a special around my Sisters of Mercy records, and because I had have also a lot of Bollock Brothers records, I said I must do also a special of my Bollock Brothers records, and then I will send it that video also to Jock. He will be very happy with that. I had it already in mind, and it's strange, but last weekend it came in my mind again. Make a video with your Bollock Brothers records. I thought on it, and strange, is it coincidence or not coincidence? Now Jock today he died, and he will not, maybe he will see it from heaven on Facebook, but not in living person here on earth. He will not see it, because he is not anymore with us, but I think in the other dimension he sees everything. So he will see my video here that I am making now. Normally I would only talk about those records, but I had to talk also about Jock, of course. It hits me really. Normally when I come home I eat, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry now. So it's really a shock. It's something that you say, hey, how is it possible? Is that real? Is this a fake? But I saw who posted it. I know the lady from Germany. I know she, but I thought first so that it was his daughter. So, but it's Jock himself. It would also be a tragedy when his daughter would be dead, of course, but now it's Jock, and that is someone you didn't expect it, because I saw the concerts for, he looked forward. Now in August in Germany they already did a lot of shows there with a big success, and I think the Bollock Brothers, they have always been underestimated, because Jock on the live album, he said it, and I hope the Guinness Book of Records acknowledge this, that the Bollock Brothers pulled the biggest audiences then at that time in the 80s, and I believe he was right. But a lot of the other artists, they looked, I think, a bit down on the Bollock Brothers, and also record companies, like I heard there were already also again some problems with a record company, like I heard him say last year or in the beginning of this year, that there was a delay in the vinyl world, I think, because many people wanted vinyl, and so the presses are limited, so there was a waiting time, but Jock, you stay in my heart, and we will keep on listening to your music, and yeah, this comes under another form now. Normally I showed all my records, normally just talking about the records, but your dad now has put it in een stroomversnelling. I will say it in Dutch. Patrick will understand. So my video of my records is now an in memoriam of Jock McDonald, and I'm happy. I said when I was walking here now towards home, I said I must make that video now, tonight, and so I'm happy I've made it. And Jock, he will be missed, and he will never be forgotten. You are a great person, Jock. You always thought on the other persons. You were friendly, you were accessible, you were a joy, you were joy on the stage, always giving us a good feeling, a good mood. But we will always cherish that, those moments. I only saw you twice in 2014, and I will always cherish those two concerts. I will put, I will put in another video, I must search for it, but I will put a fragment of a concert on my page here also. So it's someone we lose that's dear to us, but we must realize he is now in the other dimension. He is not really lost. He lives on in our heart, and he is in the other dimension. He lives on, and he will be near, and he will come near to us. He will come near certainly to Maria and his children. He will come near to you people, his ghost, or you will feel it, his presence. I'm sure of that. So people, I'm happy that I can do here this video, but at the other side I'm sad also, because we cherish this man. But I hope the Bollock brothers will go on, and we must go on. Jock wants this also. So listen, search Bollock Brothers records, go to the shop and buy some. Hope you find them, some of those records, and it's really nice music, and he sung really good. He was the perfect voice also when he talks into the songs. He was a perfect voice for that music also. Jock McDonald, he'll never forget you.